All right, for the good morning, there's many different ways that this movement can look. We can treat this movement as a preparatory warm-up, or this can be a movement that we try to load and build some serious strength with. Going in order from easiest to hardest, we can use a PVC for this drill. So holding a PVC, much like we're going to back rack a barbell in a moment, I'm gonna stand with a wider grip so that I can get the bar just a little bit lower down on my back than a typical back squat. I want my feet about shoulder width or hip width apart, toes pointed straight ahead, standing nice and tall in the starting position. I'm gonna start by sitting my hips back and bringing my chest forward, much like a deadlift, which is pretty much the movement that we are doing, except the bar is not coming off of the floor, rather the bar is racked on our back, and we hinge into that same deadlift position, and then stand right back up to that starting position. When we're just doing the PVC version, it's really important that we try to sit our hips back as far as we can, almost to the point that our toes are coming up off of the floor, but make sure that those toes stay planted on the ground firmly the entire time. Should feel a lot of tension in those hips and hamstrings as you hinge back, and then feel it kind of disappear as you come back to the top. So the PVC is a great warm-up version of this exercise. If we're going with weights, we can hold a dumbbell behind our head just like so and perform the movement very much the same. Exact same form, still sitting my hips back. Once I have a little bit of weight, sitting your hips back becomes a little bit easier because this weight is going to counterbalance the weight of your hips moving backwards. Now, if we want to load this movement, oftentimes the best way to do so is with a barbell. Much like with the PVC, we can take a little bit of a wider grip, trying to get that bar just a little bit lower than we would typically back rack from. Feet are hip to shoulder width apart, standing nice and tall, and then I hinge at the hips, bringing my chest forward. Very important that I keep my abs super braced so that my back stays in a relatively neutral position, and then I stand right back up to that top position. Try to feel like you're pulling the bar down towards your shoulders so that the bar doesn't want to roll up towards your neck and force a lot of your weight towards your toes. You should feel like your weight stays pretty balanced on your whole foot throughout the whole movement. With that being said, this movement may be used as a warm-up or it may be used as a strengthening exercise. Make sure you check what it says in your program. If, for example, the PVC doesn't really feel like much to you, you're a little bit of a stronger person, you can use the bar in place of a PVC if that's what I have programmed for you.